We're doing something different today. I'm out from behind the camera and I'm going to tell you how these two things, these little journals here, helped me through an anxiety blow up. And I'm going to be honest with you and talk about it, planner friends, because my channel is built on authenticity. And so let's talk. Stay tuned. Hello planner friends, welcome to my channel. I'm One Crafty Dolo. I'm so glad you're here with me today. Thank you for taking your time and spending it with me. So today I'm out from behind the camera. I'm in my relaxed home tuxedo cat sweatshirt and my leggings. I've been thinking about coming on for a while and I just hadn't done it. So why not today? It's not like I've super planned this out, but I figured why not? So what I want to talk to you today is I'm very honest and authentic on my channel. Good, bad, and otherwise, right? So I want to talk to you today about a recent bout of anxiety and how I came through it, and yeah. So first off, if you're a new subscriber, welcome. I've gotten a few new ones lately, so hey, welcome. If you're a tried and true blue subscriber, thank you. I'm so glad you're here. Excuse me, I appreciate you. This channel keeps it growing. I'm not even talking about numbers. I'm talking about, I don't know, this channel means a lot to me, and I'm so grateful that you're here with me to share this time. So a little bit about myself, a little bit. So my work nickname is Dolo. I've had it for a really long time. My name is Dolores. I am an educator through and through. I worked in a library, museum, and higher ed settings, which is 3 different places. But what I've learned is being an educator isn't just what I do, it's who I am. And I have to tell you, probably one of my most fun jobs was the library situation. I mean, I made lesson plans, I had learning goals and objectives and everything for what I did, but boy, did I have a blast. And I do miss that one. We moved, so I had to leave it, unfortunately. I love to bake. I love to cook. I love to eat. I'm always drinking tea constantly. And I like to make cake to go with my tea, although I don't eat cake all day. I do drink tea all day. I live in the country now, and it's very different, and I'm still getting used to it, but I really, really love it. It's really pretty. I'm in the mountains. Yeah. I'm writing. I have finished a children's book. I'm almost done my second one. I made a challenge for myself this month to get the second one done, and story's pretty much on lock. I'm working on graphics. So that's kind of fun. And earlier today, which is why I'm dressed like this, I was writing away. Earlier today, I decided to submit an article. So I finished it, proofread it, re-proofread it, had somebody else edit it, and I submitted it. If it doesn't get picked up, that's fine. I'll post it on Medium. But what I was talking about in that article was I was discussing how I came into this channel through a difficult time. So what am I talking about? Okay, it was the pandemic. We lived far from home, far. And that was really, the combination was really hard. I have scleroderma, an autoimmune disease. Now, it takes a lot of work to navigate. Bob Saget from Full House, his sister had it. And she had this like sudden onset, and she had the worst kind, and she passed away, and now unfortunately he's gone. If you want to look up their story, it'll tell you a little bit what this illness is capable of. Don't feel bad for me. I don't feel bad for me. Truth be told, I'm kicking scleroderma's butt is what I'm doing. However, navigating a pandemic with an illness like that was hard. And that, coupled with being far away, it really was tough. But out of that came my faith planning. I went down a rabbit hole on YouTube, and I eventually decided, hey, I mean, I've been planning with work and teaching and all kinds of stuff And I was like, hey, I could do that. I can be creative. I didn't think I was creative at all. And now, isn't it so funny? We are given so many talents that we don't even realize we have. I'm not saying I'm an artist. I'm not saying I'm the best creator out there. What I am saying, though, is I create pretty spaces that I enjoy, and I'm blessed to be able to share them with you. And if you enjoy them, great. If they inspire you, great. I mean, at least that's how I'm looking at it. So that's the basic upshot of the article about this channel and how it came. I titled it Burdens into Blessings. So we'll see. This is my prayer journal. This has been one of the best spaces. And when recently I hit a week of anxiety, I feel like this, and then this cute little journal that I just journal in for fun, saved me in a lot of ways. If you are dealing with any kind of chronic condition, or if you have a learning difference, right? People have ADHD. That's a lifetime thing more often than not. And so whatever you might, arthritis, lupus, there's so many things, psoriasis, right? So you just learn to manage it and live with it. Well, anxiety is like that. It's a chronic condition. And it comes up, it goes down, it comes up, it comes down. So this time when it hit, it wasn't rational. Nothing triggered it per se. I mean, some work kind of related stuff, but my reaction was just disproportionate. It didn't match, and I really was struggling. So I was like, okay, let me grab this, and I did. And I also used this other journal, but it was really a prayer journal that helped me reframe things. And I started thinking about things that fires I'd walk through, and I started to reframe them. Like a job that I loved that was gone, or, other things that have happened, loss, not death, although death's in there too. But sometimes they're lost to you. And that's a hard thing, isn't it? No, it's a really hard thing. And so the anxiety hit, and I knew what it was. I felt it here. So I started to go deeper into my prayer journal, deeper into verses. And that's when it was teaching me to reframe past events. But it also helped me to reframe anxiety. If you are a Christian, you generally believe that there is some kind of evil out there. I mean, I'm not evangelical necessarily, the fire and brimstone stuff, but you do believe that there is evil, whether you want to call it a devil, whatever. So I'm in my 3rd year in a faith planner, and one thing I've really learned is that the world is on one side, and God's on the other. And the world repeatedly pulls you away and pulls you away. And I framed my anxiety in that it was creating in me an unsettled thing and stress, and not panic attacks. I wasn't to that point. But it was enough that it was uncomfortable. Oh, my hair. Sorry. So I just reframed it. I dug deeper into the prayer journal, deeper into scripture, and it was done in a week. Now, this does not replace if you are having panic issues. This does not replace clinical chronic anxiety. Maybe you need meds, maybe you need therapy, maybe you need pastoral counseling, whatever you need, do. And that's kind of what I did for me in my own way. I did it. But I wanted to do a video. This is really kind of impromptu. I generally now plan my videos a little better. So yes, I'm planning videos about planning. It's just what it is. This one I planned less because I wanted to come on. And the thing is, I feel, particularly with social media, this is why I didn't change for this video. This is why my hair is a little flumpy. I came on as I am today, because I want you to see me, not a filtered, edited, blah, blah. This is me. And part of me is the walk with anxiety. And I could hide it, and I could pretend, oh, I have this great life. I'm making great meals, which I do make great meals, and I do bake, and I do get outside, and I do see animals, and all these good things. But I also have other stuff, and sometimes life is just hard. And if it's hard for you, well, guess what? It's hard sometimes for me too. And I think there's that vulnerability. I mean, I'm coming on camera and talking about it, which is kind of strange to me, but do it scared. And more to the point, I do feel that there's strength in being open, letting you know you're not alone, letting you know that if you ask me to pray for you, I am praying you up, and that you matter. Your story matters. Your life matters. And all of that helped me through. It did. This anxiety spell could have been much more protracted. I've had it where it just was going on and on and on, and it wasn't. I was surprised at how hard it hit. I'm not going to lie, it hit hard, but it could have been worse there too. And I turned to my planners, and I turned to my prayer journal, and I turned to journaling as my comfort. And it worked. And what I'm finding increasingly, when I don't have words, I mean, I'm writing, so theoretically I should always have words, but I don't always. So when I don't have the words, I turn somewhere else. The Bible, faith studies. I also turn to favorite authors. I like a lot of Russian literature, poetry. I had a field in Russian history. I did a study abroad in Russia. Okay, everybody else went to cool places like London. It was wonderful. I loved it. I'm so weird. But it was the most fantastic trip, and I'll never get back there, and that's okay. It was a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and I'm so grateful I did it. But I'll read something that hits my soul a bit, and that helps elevate me. When I don't have words, I turn to others' words. And part of this cute little journal is sometimes I add in quotes. When I don't know what to say, I add in a quote. You can make a journal of just quotes. You can do whatever you want. You can make an anxiety journal, and I've given thought to that. I'm of two minds of that. I've read up a little bit on it. If you create the journal, then are you giving in? No. I dismiss that. I diminish that idea. But I also feel that, I don't want to give it more prominence. I don't like to give things oxygen that I don't want to have. I'm going to scunch up here. I don't want to give something like that too much oxygen and space in my life, which is why I didn't. So I just stick to this one, and I put quotes in it and so forth. And then in the prayer journal, I used scripture, and I came out of it. Next week for Christians is Holy Week. And it's my favorite time of the year. Absolutely, hands down, favorite time. I've always loved Easter. It's my favorite holiday. It's the bedrock of our faith as Christians. It just is. I know Christmas gets all the accolade and attention, but Easter's where the story is. So I'm looking forward to church. I have found a good church in my new environment. I'm very excited about that. A really good pastor. I met with him for tea, and it was good. All right, well, I guess that's all I really had to say. I just wanted to come on and share that I did struggle recently, and I'm okay. And I want you to know that you're going to be okay too. And that whatever you're facing, you're not alone. Okay? There are people you don't know. Okay, I have this theory. I'm working on another piece writing about it. Concentric circles. Take a rock and stick it in a body of water, and it just, you see the circles, right? It goes plunk. You're the rock. And the concentric circles are all the people you impact and influence every day without even realizing it. Take that and run with it, because you're spectacular. Even when you're not feeling it, you are, and you matter, you matter, you matter. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. And that's the mission that I'm on, to tell people to work through the burdens, work through the hard stuff. You're carrying all these rocks on your back from life. I want you to reframe it and focus on you as the rock of goodness and the concentric circles of the people you positively impact and influence. I hope you have a wonderful Holy Week. I want to thank you again for being here. I mean that with my heart. And again, if you ask me to pray you up, I'm doing it. And you need to know and surround yourself with God's love, and just know that I'm out here wishing you the best. Cat Lady sweatshirt and all. Thanks so much for being here, friends. And I really hope you have a blessed day, blessed week, blessed Easter. Thanks again, friends. Bye.